Two friends in the movie. 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 With Matter Sixto. With Sixto and Nat. With Matter Sixto. With Sixto and Nat. With Matter Sixto. Matter Sixto. Matter Sixto. Two friends in the movie. Two friends in the movie.
Hello, everybody. Just when you thought we were gone, we come right back after a 2-month hiatus. It's Matt Lambertina and a robot now. That's the podcast.
A horribly beatboxing robot.
I got tired of Sixto's stupid opinions. So I
My
replaced
opinions
them
are goated, bro.
with a robot that's got everything that I say.
Yeah, now that I'm doing that stupid beatbox, my friend has a band and they played on like Rockaway. And I got on the microphone. Nobody invited me. I just got on the microphone because they're my friend. And I was singing the chorus. And somebody sent me a video. It's like, hey, man, here you are on the mic. I sounded so fucking bad.
I know. I got that same thing every time I edit the podcast.
I sounded so horrible for the song, like I was singing completely high and out of tune, and it was bad. And I can't believe he took the mic away from me. He didn't take the mic away from me directly. It was like, man, get the fuck out of here.
You should have took it away from yourself.
I should have, but I heard myself in my ear. I was like, this sounds good.
Nah, I wasn't.
It was so bad. Anyways, welcome to Two Friends in a Movie, where I sing horribly.
Welcome to Two Friends in the Movie, where we talk about Sixto doing bad performances on stage.
Yeah. By the way, just giving people time to catch up to our YouTube, which has been fucking exploding.
That's why we've been gone for a month.
Yeah, man. We're just giving the YouTube a chance to catch up.
More than a month.
If you listen on any of the other platforms, fuck you, man.
Yeah, just go to YouTube. We're working so hard on that.
Yeah, man. Also, give us a chance, man. Right?
Yeah, just give peace a chance.
Just give peace a chance.
So we're back since the last one we did was Obsession.
Holy shit.
And now we're back with the blockbuster of the summer, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
Yo, Obsession was the last movie we did?
Yeah.
It was like 6 months ago.
I know. And I've seen a whole bunch of movies since then.
Yeah, man, me too. Why haven't we done a single podcast?
Because I was away and he was away, and
yeah,
it's been difficult. Summer,
it's the summer break, man. Give us a chance.
But we're back.
Yeah,
and we're gonna try to give you a couple more before we take another month hiatus or whatever. So it's The Odyssey. I'm not gonna we don't need to do a whole summary of what the movie's about because
it's the fucking Odyssey. Yeah, it's 3,000 years old.
You read this in 8th grade or whatever.
Also, he's 3,000 years old.
And what you read in 8th grade is not this anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
So Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. This movie has been getting a ton of hype.
Yeah.
It's got big stars like Matt Damon and Tom Holland and a bunch of other people.
It has John Barenthal. It has Anne Hathaway, the actress, not the person. It has Batman
Travis
and
Scott.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Batman and Spider-Man.
And he has John Leguizamo.
They were going to have Supergirl, but they realized it was terrible, so they left that out.
They kicked her out?
Yeah, they're like, fuck you, Supergirl, you suck. Or you're just going to hang out with Batman and Robin instead. Anyway, so the movie is the movie. Thank you for stopping by, San Diego. So I've heard from a few people about this movie, and it was all positive.
Okay.
Is your opinion also positive?
My opinion is not as positive as I've heard from a lot of people.
See, we've been doing this too long.
You think we're jaded, you and I?
We just never disagree anymore. Because I also am not very positive about the movie.
I will say this though before I say my not so positive points on it. The movie is good. It's not good is not the word that I want to look for. The movie is an experience. The movie is like when you talk about movie blockbusters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Top Gun 2. I want this. Like this obviously like a better version of this. This obviously is really meant to be seen in a big screen. This really is like done like the shooting is out of control good.
Yeah, I mean, like as I'm sure you know, it's the first movie shot entirely in IMAX. The sound was crazy.
Yeah.
The pictures are crazy. It's lacking one thing.
What's that?
Storyline.
So, and that's the thing that I find interesting, because the Odyssey is the mother of all like layer adventures, right? Like the Odyssey is the Bruce Lee movie where he goes into the tower and he has to like Tower of Death and he has to fight everybody to get to the big boss. That's literally what the movie is.
Yeah, it's almost like the first superhero movie. Like,
And right, and he doesn't. It's lacking a lot, and it's not because he has very good drama to cover for it. Although he has very good drama in it, it's lacking some sense of cohesion, or enough sense of this cohesion that it makes sense that it's not connected together. I feel like Nolan took such a fucking well-made story that you could just dissect and be like, this chunk, this chunk, this chunk, this chunk, we're done.
Yeah, I feel like he took for granted people's knowledge of the Odyssey and was like, I could leave all this stuff out. You know it already. Like,
yeah.
Like my 14-year-old daughter saw this, and she's big into this kind of world. She likes Percy Jackson and all this kind of stuff, and she hated it. She was like, it was missing this, it was missing that, it was missing this. This is out of order. This doesn't make sense. And as a person who, I mean, I read this, whatever grade you're supposed to read, a 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah, 500 years ago.
Yeah, I've never looked at it since. Yeah. So I didn't remember everything that was supposed to happen. But the things that did happen didn't, like you're right, it did seem a little disjointed. And it was just like the stuff in the beginning with the Trojan horse. We'll start there. That was kind of cool. I liked that. I liked how the horse was like, the one thing I didn't like was like when you first saw the horse, it looked a lot smaller. And then all of a sudden it got much bigger, and all these people were in it.
Hey man, he's a grower, not a shower, man.
So that part I enjoyed. But it seemed like a lot of it was, hey, we're at this island, let's go get food. Scary monster, run away. And then it was like, hey, we're at this island, let's get food. Scary monster, run away.
But essentially, that's what the Odyssey is.
I get it.
But what I was gonna say is the one thing that is missing that's most important is the gods, because the gods are the linking power that makes all of those things make sense. The reason why you go to another island is not, I mean, yeah, there's some parts of the Odyssey where you just go because they need food. But every time they land into an island, they gain something from that experience. And not all the time, but most of the time.
Most of the time they gain less soldiers.
Most of the time they just gain more death.
That's another thing. Like, every island they went to, it seemed like lots of people got killed, and then they're back on the boat. It's still a full boat.
Well, his boat was goated, man.
I mean, every time they would lose more and more soldiers.
His boat was goated, man. He was good.
But they just kept getting more soldiers. Where did all the soldiers come from? They just kept getting more soldiers.
Three boats full of fucking soldiers. I think like I don't have a problem with that, even though that's very fucking funny. But what I had a bigger problem with was, if you're gonna condense this story, connect it better. Make every island be a reason to get closer to your final goal. And even though his drive, which is the part of the Odyssey that he didn't even really show in this, is that Odysseus on his travel is so stubborn about how he want to do things that it costs other people their lives. So he doesn't learn his lesson when he meets, like Circe, or he doesn't like learn his lesson when he goes to the underworld. All of these things are supposed to make him be like, hey man, think about what you're doing, and you're like, we understand that you want to get home, and that's fantastic, but think about what you're doing that's costing everybody this, even though they all die anyways, but it should be him learning a lesson. You don't get any of that in this movie.
You don't, and you're right. Your point about the gods is good. I mean, it feels almost like I'm missing something. Like he had to go out of his way to make sure we didn't see any gods.
Yeah.
Like he made a point to show like we're going to talk about them.
Yeah.
And we're going to show you Zendaya, who kind of represents Athena.
Athena, right.
But I don't think in reality, of the movie. She does. I think she represents his wife because the wife gave us the pin for Athena, and then he keeps talking to Athena throughout the voyage on what he's supposed to do. I think that's supposed to represent his wife, like
or what his wife means to him.
Yeah, like the drive to get back home.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it actually was supposed to be Athena, but even if it was, when she was killed at the end, like. I get the point because the whole thing, the overall theme is that you don't break Zeus's rule.
Yeah.
And Zeus's rule is that...
treat everybody as your guests when they get into your house.
Yeah, because they may be a god.
Because you don't know if it's Zeus. Right?
Yeah, it may be a god in disguise. So, treat everybody. And they didn't do that in Troy when they brought the Trojan horse. So they felt like... Well, Odysseus felt like he was pretty much cursed from that moment on because he broke the rule. And that's kind of why... he was afraid to go home because he didn't want to bring the curse back home. And then when he saw his buddy, who I forget his name, the big soldier dude who was in charge, the brother of the other guy he met.
Yeah, Agamemnon
and and that like he was like killed by his wife, and they really didn't go too far into that. Like, why was he killed with his wife and stuff? It was just like a blip on the side.
Yeah.
So I think he was also afraid of the kind of welcoming or non-welcoming he would get when he got back home. So I guess those little things. It's more about, I guess, the internal struggle of a man trying to live with what he's done.
Yeah.
Rather than a story about gods.
But if you're gonna do that, then make it that.
Yeah.
Like, I would have
Don't call it the Odyssey.
Right.
It's like making Terminator and then not showing any Terminators.
But also, but you can call it the Odyssey. Let's say you call it the Odyssey, like the movie Troy with Brad Pitt, right? Like the movie, like Troy with Brad Pitt never show any of the God stuff. They just kind of do it like if it was real, and that works. Because they never stray away from it. You hear people say, like, he's blessed by the gods. But it could just be that he's really fucking good at fighting.
Yeah.
The end.
Like Tom Brady.
Right. And, or like, like...
He's blessed by the gods.
When Achilles gets killed, he gets an arrow to his
Achilles.
To his Achilles ankle. But... he got 4 arrows before that. That's not the one that fucking killed him. He just happened to be shot there. Like, it doesn't matter because he got 4 arrows to his chest. You know what I mean? If you're going to make it realistic, fucking make it realistic. I'll be very honest with you. Originally, when I saw the movie, it didn't bother me so much that the gods weren't present because it felt like Catholicism. Like, it's about belief.
Faith, yeah.
And faith. But if you're going to make it that, then give me more of make that more powerful, more palpable.
But you show other like you show the Cyclops and you show those giant shoulder guys and you show the underworld. So like you can't dip your foot in. Like you either have to go all the way in or don't go in at all.
Right. Like you could have made him go to like quote unquote go to give him a fucking like trip. Like, hey, eat these mushrooms and go to the underworld, and then let him have a trip and believe that he did that. And then like he in the back of his head he might have the answer, and then he knows like, all right, I got to do.
He doesn't even need to go that far. Like they're starving, they're dehydrated. Maybe he's just having like.
Yeah, hallucinations. Yeah,
because he's so out of it at this point.
So I think that you're right, and we're both saying the same thing, kind of that. Like it's just you didn't go far enough one way, and you didn't choose what path to go into, or you did, but you didn't go far enough into it to make it what it's supposed to be. And if I'm not gonna see Poseidon be pissed with you and be like, "You think you're getting home, motherfucker? You never getting home because you stabbed my son in the eye."
And it's kind of like, it's not to the extreme of this, but it's like rewriting the Bible almost. Like it's such a document that's been so established for so long that you can't go and like change it and fidget with it.
But you can. You just can't make it as timid as this. Don't be timid.
I don't like these type of things where like you're going to take a classic work of art and then think you're better than the classic piece of art. Because I feel like Wicked, they kind of did the same thing. Like, here's this story, but no, we got a better story that we're going to make a different movie about. Revolve around the same characters, but we're going to tell it better.
Yeah.
Like, everyone, I know, for me personally, I don't want to say everybody, but for me personally, I came to see the Odyssey. not Christopher Nolan's interpretation of the
But
Odyssey.
I want to disagree with you there because I feel like this is a different medium and you're going to have to make it a difference because you're not going to have a 22-hour movie.
No.
So you have a 3-hour movie, but you can condense better. Make it more, condense it better so that it makes better sense. I don't bump against any of the casting, which a lot of people did. I didn't give a fuck about that. I think everyone in this movie is an amazing actor.
Yeah, the acting didn't really bother me.
No, and if there is one actor that I had a problem with, honestly, myself, was Matt Damon, which is bad because he's the guy telling me the story.
He was underwhelming.
And I feel like
But I feel like Odysseus is supposed to be underwhelming.
You think so? I felt like there were... It's not through the movie. It's not like in the whole movie he was shit. I will never say that. I think he was great. But not amazing, but great. But I just feel like there were some takes that I was like, that needed a second take. And that's me as a viewer. That's not even me because I think I'm going to do this podcast. That's just me watching them. Well, that's the reason why I do this podcast, because I think like that. Like, that needed a second take. Like, they should have done that over. Because I feel like he didn't sell it well enough. Or, I hate the shot where he's in the underworld and he's running back. And he's telling everybody, let's go. And you can see his face kind of turning into fear as he's turning his face. And he doesn't, I don't know. I mean, to me, Christopher Nolan obviously is a much better director than I'll ever be because he's very fucking prominent and,
he's Christopher Nolan.
Right. But I just feel like I would have been like, all right, can you give me that again?
I was underwhelmed by all the characters.
Because it's not enough of anybody.
It's not enough of anybody. And everyone was just kind of like, blah. Like Anne Hathaway, like she's just kind of like, I'm just doing my looming, blah blah blah.
You think so? I thought Anne Hathaway was the strongest performance.
I wasn't like she was in the movie for like a half hour. Like if you combined all the scenes together, like maybe a half hour. Like I like the scene like when she's the beginning and the end, like where she's like dreaming of like, don't go fight, like let's just go and hit to the horizon, and then at the end when she kind of said the same speech, like that was the two things where she really felt like the emotion. But in between that, I didn't love it. Tom Holland, he was hard to buy as Matt Damon's kid and Anne Hathaway's kid. He didn't look right. Like, like he just doesn't, like he's not the combination of those two. He either looked in some scenes way too young or way too old to be in the spot he was in.
He also mentioned, I saw one of the interviews with him, he also mentioned that he played him like if he was 16, 17. And I think that's the wrong age for that kid. Because, number one, if you do the math, the kid is, 20, 21. That's the actual math. But at 21, you're still a kid.
But I kind of felt like he played it like a 16-year-old, but he looked like a 20-something-year-old.
Right.
Which kind of made it weird. Like, why is he acting this way?
Right. And I think that's what the problem was. He should have acted more like, hey, I'm becoming a proper man. Now I'm trying to understand what becoming a man is like. But I have a question for you, though. Do you think more of this movie would have made it better?
No.
You think replacing some things?
Yeah, 3 hours is enough. Like, if you're going to make this more than 3 hours, you need to make it in 2 parts. You can't, like, once you get 3 hours, like, I'm done. Like, I'm not sitting here for more than 3 hours to watch the same fucking movie. I won't even watch 3 episodes in a row of a TV show on my couch that I like. Like, I'm not sitting here for 3 hours. And the Zendaya character... Like, I saw the Dune 3 trailer right before this started.
Hell yeah, you did.
And Zendaya just looked like she was visiting from Dune. Like, hey, I'm in the same kind of outfit. I'm the same, like, mysterious kind of girl. I'm going to say a couple things and disappear. So I didn't love that. It was dark. It was a lot. I think there was a lot of wasted space of Matt Damon walking. There's a lot of scenes of him just walking through the jungle.
Mood creating, yeah.
Yeah, walking through the forest, walking here. A lot of scenes of them running away. I get they're scared. the first time they run away, again, I don't need to see the entire run through the mountains, down
Into
the
the boat.
forest, into the water, onto the boat as they swim away. Like, I get it. They're running away. Like, show me. There's so much more you could show me besides running that was cut out to show more running.
And I feel like, like, listen, I don't mind what I got from this movie so much as I feel like I was missing a scene or two, like you said. Give me more of the emotional depth of this. Because Odysseus, you're right. Odysseus didn't feel like he was. And maybe that's the point, that Odysseus feels more like, doesn't feel so much like the guy that just wants to get home because he wants to get home to see his wife and kid. He just feels like the guy that wants to get home because that's what's next. That's what's next on the script.
Yeah.
Like, even for him as a character, you know?
I felt like this movie suffered from two things.
Yeah.
One, hype, is that it got so much hype that you're expecting the greatest thing you've ever seen. And it's never going to live up to that.
Right.
And I don't even think it got close to that. And the second thing, I think it relies too much on what you're supposed to already know about these characters.
I think so. Like, you have to know who they are so that you can fill in the blank of why they're doing certain things.
It was more about what they're doing and not why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Which...
That's a very good take on it.
Like, I understand, like, we've known the Odyssey, but show me. Like, don't tell me. Like, show me why he's doing these things. Show me some of the emotions. Show me some of that. And, like, the fight scene at the end. Like, there were some things that weren't long enough, and there were some things that were too long. Like that fight scene at the end where he's fighting 800 suitors, and he only gets his, like, 2 things stuck in his back. Like, he's not a superhero. He is
the superhero, man.
He's not Batman. He's not Supergirl.
Well, Batman was there, and guess what? He beat Batman.
He beat Batman. And I get it. The suitors are all wimps, and, like...
Yeah, they just there for the power.
For the power, and they all used excuses not to go on the journey. They all sat there like, you guys go do it. I'm a scaredy cat. I'm going to stay here. So I get why he gets them, and why he could beat up all those other people. Just, that scene works if everything else you want in the movie is there.
Yeah.
But if I have to start cutting things to get more important scenes in, the running is gone, the walking is gone, the fighting is gone.
Yeah.
Like, this movie isn't an action movie, and I think they tried to make it.
But, well...
Like, it's more of a story-driven movie for me. It's not,
That's true. I mean, it should be, at least.
It's not Jason Statham, going through it.
It's not Jason Bourne.
Yeah, like, just how do we get from him fighting at the car to him fighting in the hotel to him fighting in the garage, like, to him fighting on the lawn? Like, that's all that movies are.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of felt like this was, like, how do we get him to the next epic scene? Oh, here's Cyclops. All right, we don't care how he gets in. How does he get to Cersei's? Okay, now he's there.
Yeah.
All right, we don't care about this. Now he's going to get to the Sirens. Like, all the in-betweens were kind of taken out.
Yeah, and I feel like, having said all of that, I think that that's where this movie excels. That gives it, like, so much saving grace. It's that visually, when you get to those things, when you see, like, the transformation of the Cersei's transformation to pigs.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Incredible. And, like, the even, like, him shooting the elk in the ass and then turning out to be a man. It was such a good reveal. So there's so visually, like you said, like, the Trojan horse is visually fucking stunning. Even fucking the underworld is visually stunning, because it just feels like you went into a fucking field and all these people came out of the fucking dirt, and you were like, oh shit, that's fucking intense looking. And the Cyclops looks intense. But it doesn't, we kind of beating the bush, like beating the dead horse, but, like, it doesn't fill me in enough for me to give enough of a shit. It's just like seeing Cirque du Soleil. Like, I'm seeing something that is visually very fucking incredible, and that's beautiful. But, like, all right.
But yeah, you see the trapeze artists, they do their thing, and then the next act starts, and now it's a lion tamer, whatever the hell they do with that shit.
Yeah.
So that's what it's kind of, you're right. Like, it's just kind of felt like a bunch of things put together
with the same people involved in it. And, like, even the John Leguizamo character, I feel like, could have carried so much more of the weight of giving you more of the weight of what's happening.
Yeah, he should have been the storyteller.
Yes.
Like, he should have narrated it or gave some backstory. Like, if you're not going to show it, like,
tell me it. Then.
Tell me something. He could have sat down with Tom Holland and be like, then he went here and blah, 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 and then show it. And then he went here and then show it. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. There's something missing. And like I said, we're not Christopher Nolan. We're not going to win an Academy Award this year unless, podcasts are a thing now. So maybe we'll.
Yeah, maybe we'll win an award for less listened to podcasts in the history of mankind.
Mankind, bitches. But yeah, it's hard to put my finger on it because there are a lot of good things in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I was disappointed.
Yeah, disappointment is a strong word. I just feel like I didn't buy the hype, or I wouldn't have told the hype. Everybody that asked me what I thought about it, I was like, it's a spectacle, and that's all I said because that's what it is. It's a spectacle. You're gonna see things, and you should see it in the movie theater because you're gonna see things you like. You need to see it that big. I don't care how big your TV is at home. It's not gonna do it justice,
mm-hmm.
you know.
But it's not Hail Mary. Like this movie,
right? And I think that
it falls short.
And that's so interesting because Hail Mary, as a movie itself, has so much visually contained for a space movie. It's just like pull back on it a little bit, and it gives it so much more power because then you meet Rocky, and you have this guy with Rocky. It's so powerful, just the two of them, because it's emotionally charged. And I think that you're absolutely correct. This doesn't have any emotional charge.
No, like you don't get that from him and Anne Hathaway.
Mm-mm.
Like you get that they love each other, but you don't.
Yeah, and I think
that connection,
right?
You just where she's waited 25. And when did she get married? When she was 12? Like
why? Because she looks 20?
Yeah, like she's been waiting for 20 years.
Yeah,
and then they were married before then.
Yeah.
So when did she get married? So what is she?
I don't know, like 40?
Yeah. How could she be 40?
30 something? I don't know.
If she waited for 20 years and they were married, say, for 4 years.
Okay, so that's 24. So maybe she's like 30 something. Because, back then you used to get married at like 12.
I guess. And Matt Damon looks old. And she doesn't look old.
Yeah. Well, but that's the power of Anne Hathaway. I don't think that's...
It's just there's a lot of little things. Like if you're going to make this movie and you're going to call it an epic and you're going to spend $10 billion and call it the movie of the year, like those little things have to hit.
Yeah, but I will say I think calling it an epic is not wrong because I think it's very epic, the movie itself. I just think that it's just lacking what we're talking about, any of the emotional weight to make it, because it's visually epic or, like whatever, like epic to me is like what this looks like. This looks epic.
See, I think what they needed was a short thing. We're going to shoot the whole movie in IMAX for the first time ever. We're going to spend all this money and do all this work. It has to be something that people will see instantly. So you call it the Odyssey because everybody knows what the Odyssey is. Right. Everybody has...
Or most people, at least.
Most people. I mean, as someone who grew up in America, like every school teaches this.
Yeah.
Like so, like every kid who grew up in America has seen a part of this somewhere in their life. So everybody knows what it is. It's an easy movie to sell because you're not selling a concept.
No.
You could put the Odyssey. And then have the trailer.
Starting Matt and Sixto.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, fuck, I'm going to go see that.
Even though I don't know who Matt and Sixto are, I'm going to go see this.
I mean, that's all I needed to hear was the Odyssey. I'm like, oh, I know that movie.
Yeah.
Like Christopher Nolan, the Odyssey with Matt Damon, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to go see it.
Yeah.
So I think they needed that sure thing for this movie to hit like it did because of all the money they were spending. So I think they kind of forced it as an epic. Like... This is the blockbuster. Before you see it, before the reviews come out, we're telling you what this is.
Yeah.
And it wasn't everywhere all at once. Like that was something that had to be created. Like you had to go see it, you had to talk about it, you had to tell your friends about it. Like this was the opposite of that. This was we're going to force it down your throat. And I feel like if you're going to do that, it has to be the best movie of the year.
That's true. I don't even think it's the best. I don't think it's the best Christopher Nolan movie.
Me either. I thought Oppenheimer was better than this.
100%. And we all know the history of Oppenheimer, maybe not as detailed, but we all know what happened.
Yeah, but the way they told the story
is so much better.
Yeah.
And it's, in contrast, Oppenheimer is all emotions. Like, that whole movie is about you felt, I don't want to speak for you, but I felt
for me.
I felt while watching Oppenheimer that I was him. I felt the weight of what he was doing. I also understood why people didn't like him, because he's so fucking cold-headed about this is what needs to happen. Mm-hmm. And I'm not that person, but I can be like, oh, this motherfucker doesn't care or whatever it is. So it's all about that movie.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think movies or the movie goers have changed as the time of the Avengers, Superman, giant blockbuster action type movies has gone to the wayside, and people are more interested in storytelling and emotional side of things rather than just see Superman kill like giant badass? Like, because Hail Mary is emotional, Oppenheimer is emotional, Everywhere Everything All at Once was emotional, even Barbie is emotional.
Yeah,
like those have been the
like the big
better
hits.
movies.
Well, I don't know if the moviegoer has changed. I think that what the bigger question, I think, because I do think the moviegoer has changed. I think the moviegoer that has been watching movies for the last 15 years is being accustomed to an enormous blockbuster full of stars. And I think that that's where the problem lies. And where you have a reaction to it is when you start making movies that are less about the blockbuster, more about the soul of things. Mm-hmm. Which, because it's all cyclical. Like, everything happens like that. Like,
yeah.
But what I feel is happening is that the filmmaker is changing. Because I think that while the moviegoer will go see Barbie, they still will also go see Avengers Endgame or whatever the next one is going to be, Doom.
But do you think that's living off the hype? And I feel like that's
dying out.
Not dying out, but becoming less.
Well, that's what I
think like audiences are like tired of this.
But I also feel like yes, the audience, you can't have too much of a good thing, because then that's what happens.
Yeah, it's diluted.
Out. Yeah, and diminishing returns and all of the, like, the feeling of it all is like more like, all right, another fucking giant CGI battle. Thanks a lot. I think that what's the whole ecosystem morphs, and I think we're in that new wave of morph where people are looking either for something that's so different, like a horror movie. Like, we did Obsession, and neither one of us were like, all right, this is not the big deal everybody's making it to be, mm-hmm. because we've all seen it before. But Obsession has continued to be a big fucking deal, and I feel like this movie is a big deal for the opposite thing that Obsession is, which is more like, hey, this is the superhero movie, but done in a way, even just the way that is shot, that is different, so that it becomes the spectacle. But I really do believe that, as an ecosystem, movies are going to start going back, again, with the cyclical notion, towards lesser big movies that are like fucking enormous, and more into like, hey, let's spend $40 million and tell me a great story.
I don't even think the money's a problem. Like, because Oppenheimer cost $1 billion, but it had I just think they need to, like, people are more interested in story now.
Yeah, but I feel like all part of the ecosystem. Because I feel like when you do a movie like Oppenheimer, you're spending big money because what the movie's about, not because you want it to be CGI. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I want the big time actors. I want the 3-hour epic. I want to see the whole thing. I just don't need, and I think a movie like this suffers from superhero movies, because when you could see, giant villains who could do all these crazy things, and you see Cyclops living in a cave, you're like, all right, okay. They took a post, they stuck it in his eye, and they ran away. Like, the enormity of these villains
has taken away from things like this.
It's not as serious as it was.
I see what you're trying to get at. So like something like The Odyssey, which is like you said, the original comic book movie, where you have the big six bad guys that he has to go through. It means almost nothing because I've seen fucking the Falcon, and even though he's just a guy, he's fucking what's his name? Batman. What's his name? Batman from '89.
Adam West?
No, from 1989. Are you serious?
The movie?
Yeah. Was it Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton.
So, like the Vulture's Michael Keaton. Number one, you give me an emotional story for Michael Keaton. You have that moment where you find out that they found out who they each other are, and then they have to face each other. All of that has so much more weight than a gigantic Cyclops.
Yeah, like Batman's a good point. It's like Adam West is when he fought the Joker. Like if that Joker showed up in 2026.
Yeah, you'd be like, what? Why?
Like what is this?
What the fuck is this shit?
Or like that Riddler.
Yeah,
like the hat and they're like, and they had like the penguin with the little smoke. Like if that was like what?
Yeah. Having said that, I understand your point. But having said that, I feel like this movie doesn't disappoint in that department. I think it disappointed in everything that surrounds that department. I don't think I don't think so. I think that as long as you can tell me a good story, it's going back to, so that's, I think what we're trying to say is, it went from tell me a good story that has elements of it that are fantastical. And it went from that to tell me a fantastical story that might have some story elements, to completely make this fantastical and the story doesn't matter because at the end I just want robots fighting aliens.
Yeah.
And now it's going right back down, right? But like this movie is, I think, the step in that direction of like, hey, we're getting away from this, but let me still give you something good in that realm. But good is relative.
I guess. Like I felt like it was underwhelming because of everything else we've seen. Is that the few monsters that they had didn't seem like a big deal. Like the Odyssey, for all it's good, the bad part is it's dated. Right. Like obviously it's dated.
Right.
So if you're going to make it mostly action, I feel like those monsters need to feel overwhelming.
Like they should have had, like, what you're getting at is they should have had, like, when they go by the whirlpool, because the whirlpool is a monster.
Yeah.
But you don't see it.
You don't see anything.
And so they should have shown that monster. So they're like, nah, fuck it, go the other way. But there should have been 5 ships and 3 of them should have gotten destroyed by this giant fucking thing.
Yeah, or just something a little more epic. Like I don't know. Like I think we could go back to the point we made right from the beginning, is that it stayed too much in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not going to go too far epic, but we're not going to go too far story. Like I think this is a kind of movie that suffers from having to please the masses rather than be artistic. Like this movie has to make money.
Yeah.
Like this movie can't be a loss.
Like he has been making money nonstop. Yeah.
And it makes the most money when it pleases the most people.
Yeah.
So if you stay in the middle where most people don't get upset about it, you're gonna get the biggest audience.
Right. It's the same problem that the Star Wars Episode 8 had. Which is so funny that you mention it, because it can go back to like the bigger blockbusters of the world, right? Like which were the Star Wars movies. Mm-hmm. Not anymore, but they used to be. That Episode 8 had a guy taking a chance at telling a story that was kind of like, hey, I'm going to take whatever's been given to me and I'm going to fucking flip this boat. Fuck you. And it was so divisive, which I think is what made it good. And then they took the following movie, which is the one that ends the whole saga, and they tried to re-straighten the boat. And it was the biggest mistake they ever made. Mm-hmm. Like the boat has turned. You have to fucking keep going where it turned into. And it's like, no, we're going to turn back and we're going to make it clean. Don't worry about it. And I think that was so stupid. But it wasn't serving the story. It was serving the masses.
Yeah.
It was serving all of the complaints.
It was serving the companies.
Yeah.
The moneymakers.
Yeah. And I feel like, for example, they're talking all this shit about this new Spider-Man movie. And Tom Holland was like, I didn't want to just make a Spider-Man movie. And that's what they all say. Everybody says that all the time.
Yeah.
But from the people that have watched it, at least, even though they probably are lying too, the sentiment was, oh, you're trying to tell me a story. You just happen to have Spider-Man in it. If that is true, I'm not saying that it is because I don't know, I haven't seen it. But if that is the truth, that's what I want. Even if it's a risk, take the risk.
Yeah.
Make it fucking uncomfortable to watch. But give me something that's fucking satisfying at the end because he took a risk.
Mm-hmm. That's easy for us to say, for not opening our wallets to pay for it. And I think that ultimately comes down, because I feel like Tom Holland, he probably means that. And Christopher Nolan probably meant to make this some kind of artistic masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
But then when the people who pay for it come in, they're like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
but I think
you want to make this money with my money, this is how we're doing it.
Right, but then you think I feel like he had complete free reign to do whatever the fuck he wanted.
I don't. I hope not, because I feel like Oppenheimer took a lot more risks than this did.
But
this
I
felt very safe.
Yeah, but I think maybe that's him maybe thinking like, oh man, there's a lot of money riding on this. Maybe nobody had to tell him. Like
maybe, like, he knows the reputation, doesn't want to risk his reputation. Like, oh, I'm known for all these things. I'm going to make this a pleasing movie.
Make it safe. Right?
It was like steak and potatoes. Like, do I enjoy steak potatoes? Yeah, I love steak and potatoes. But am I going to get excited when you drop steak and potatoes on the plate in front of me? I'm like, no.
No. I know what it tastes like. Yeah. I know what I'm going to get. Thank you. I'm going to eat it.
I'm not going to go home and be like, I can't believe you got to hear this meal I had today. Like, you're not going to say that. And that's kind of what this is. But it's a high-end steak and really good, like, homegrown potatoes. But it's still steak and potatoes. Yeah. Like, I went home. Like, my wife was like, what'd you think? I'm like, there were parts of it that were good. Yeah. I'm like, but overall, I wouldn't order it again. Yeah. Like,
I felt when I saw it that I wanted to see it again. That's what I felt. Like, I want to see this again because I want to re-experience it and take away from, like, the first absorption of it. But the more I'm far away from it, the more I'm like, yeah, probably, but am I really going to rush to see it again and spend 3 hours of my day to see that? Not really. And that's not to diminish how impressive the movie is. It's just that, like we said, I think we expect more.
This is an in-the-moment movie.
Yeah.
While you're in the moment, it's great.
Yeah.
The visuals are great. The audio is great. The story is known. So even, like, you lose track a little bit, you know what's happening. Like, it's an easy movie to enjoy while you're watching it.
Yeah.
But afterwards, it doesn't hold water. Like, you're like, all right, I've seen it. I enjoy it. It's like riding a roller coaster. Like, I rode it. It was fun. But now I'm done. I'm going on to the next thing.
Exactly right. And I feel it's a biggest roller coaster in the park, but it's still just a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't hold, like, Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary. Like, I want to see that again. Like, it was good. I left something on me where I want to see it. I saw Good Luck, Don't Die.
Yeah, I was about to say, Have Fun, Good Luck, Don't Die was so much more, like, I'm angrier that we saw Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die at home than that I saw that I didn't see this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just angrier that we didn't go experience that in the movie theater with people, because I think it would have been such a much better experience, as good as that was. Right? Like, it's just like a different flavor. Like, I was just like, oh man, this is great.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of where my taste have gone. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not the moviegoer.
Maybe you're just an old man.
I'm just an old man. I've seen so many things in this lifetime that I'm ready for something new.
Well, here are Two Friends in the Movie, thankfully. Instead of just saying how you feel, we have a tangible fucking way to tell the public.
A numerical value.
Numerical value on how good or bad we really believe this movie to be. And it's a 6-toe system. With 6 toes being the best fucking movie you've ever seen. And 0 toes
being Doom 3.
Being Freddy Got Fingered.
No.
Where does the Odyssey fall for you?
I want to say 4.5.
Yeah.
I feel like the visuals, the experience, it's really good. The movie itself is a decent movie. It's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie. It's a decent movie. The storyline is good enough where it keeps you entertained. Like, I wasn't bored during the movie. It's not like I was like, oh, shit, 2 more hours. Like, it kept my attention. But it didn't
fulfill you.
It wasn't amazing. It was better than average. It was a good movie. I think you should go see it in the movies. I think you'll enjoy it while you're watching it. But when Oscar season comes around next year, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, The Odyssey. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Or this one, yeah.
Yeah, I wish this was more Godzilla -0 and less fucking, less fucking, I don't know, like another fucking Marvel movie. But I have to agree, because while I was asking you, I was thinking I'm at 4.5, and you said 4.5, and I was like, that's exactly right. It is better than the average bear.
Like 4 feels too little and 5 feels like too much.
Yeah, it is better than the average bear. It is a spectacle, so you need to be wowed by it. Go see it in a fucking big fucking screen and enjoy what it is. But don't expect it to be the best movie. Don't expect to find something within your soul that gets lifted by the Odyssey, because you're not gonna get that.
It's not gonna live with you. You're not gonna be like sitting around the next day, be like, "Oh yeah, that was awesome." I feel like
it was just good.
Like when I left the theater, whew, gone.
Yeah, and as big a spectacle as it was, that's all it was, a spectacle. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that I'm gonna say this.
Oh,
you won't be, but I am surprised that I'm saying. I'm looking more forward to seeing the new Spider-Man, which I have more time invested into and more care for the character.
Why would we be surprised about that?
Because
you love that shit.
No, because I feel like the last couple of Marvel movies, I've been like, I'm not even gonna see that, or like the specials on the TV, I've been like, oh yeah, another one of those. That's good for you. So like my investment is like, I've already paid off. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want any more of this. I'm kind of like satisfied. No, I'm being dead serious.
He loves this shit.
But my love has diminished. I think too much love is too much love. And I feel like this movie made me feel like if I get something more homey, more fulfilling, a little bit more sentiment into it, I'm more excited for that than this.
Spoiler alert. It's not gonna happen. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Spider-Man, and they're gonna one of the good things about all these streaming services now is you can experiment with a show on a streaming service. But the epic movie is going to be, I feel like, and I could be wrong, and I hope I am, it's going to feel like this. It's going to feel like a movie experience you enjoy while watching the movie, but it's going to be very middle of the fence. We're not going to go too crazy one way or the other.
Which is what he has been for the last maybe 15, 20 years.
And when you leave the theater, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I saw Spider-Man last week. That was all right. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Or I didn't. Like now, movies that you keep with you are the ones that you really don't like. Like we have had more experiences, you and I, of movies that we liked a lot, that we felt like that was so great. I wish more people would have seen it. And it's a fucking horrible experience because everybody wants to see the Odyssey.
Yeah.
They should have seen Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. That's what they should have seen. But instead, they're going to watch the Odyssey and the next Spider-Man,
Yeah. And I mean, I think there's room for both.
Yes.
I just wish that.
I've been saying this for a while, though, and I'm sorry.
You have. But I just wish the attention, like we've said 100 times, like I wish the attention got more put on these little, because you don't need the attention on the Odyssey. The Odyssey will carry itself.
Yeah. It will carry the failures that you make.
Yeah. Like people are going to, like, what was that movie with Leo DiCaprio that we just saw?
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of that?
Everything, One Battle After Another.
One Battle After Another. That did very little press. Very little. But everyone got to go see it because a movie like that carries itself.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we should stop worrying so much about having 4,000 advertisements for the Odyssey and maybe show a couple more of these scenes of these other movies.
Yeah, man, and give those little movies a try. And
like even Obsession, if it wasn't for social media, people wouldn't be going seeing that.
But I feel like Obsession is a great example of something that even though I wasn't so impressed by it, I'm very happy that it sells. It's so, except that Hollywood will take all of the wrong cues from those movies. And this one, because this one did so great. I guarantee you they're going to be like, next thing they're going to be like, oh, we're going to shoot next Avenger all in 70 millimeter. You better get your big tickets for the fucking IMAX. Yeah. And he's like, no, that's not the lesson, asshole. That's not what happened here. What happened here is that you had an amazing director with a bunch of amazing actors. And what you got was a safe bet. But
you got a proof of concept.
Yeah.
Is you shoot a movie on IMAX and charge $40 a ticket. people will go and spend it.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. So now they'll make. You're right. That's the next Marvel piece of shit is going to be this.
Yeah.
Because when we Sixto tried to go see this movie together, every IMAX together was sold out for a week.
And we
live in New York City,
right?
So like, there's plenty of them around us.
And I wanted the true IMAX. Can't see it. It's sold out. They made 6 a.m. shows because every show was sold out. They're all sold out too. And I'm not going at 6 a.m. to see the fucking Odyssey.
No,
I'm not doing it.
Not doing it.
Anyways, listen.
I don't know what we're gonna do next. Nothing.
You know what we're going to do next? We're going to do fucking Spider-Man.
When does that come out?
The 30th, and it's the 27th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have to do stupid Spider-Man, and then we're gonna have to do stupid Dune.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we could just fucking. I'm just gonna take this podcast and like take out the word the Odyssey and put in Spider-Man, and it'll be the same fucking comments.
I'm afraid that you're right.
I'm underwhelmed. Oh, Spider-Man was Spider-Man.
But what if Spider-Man touches on the emotional part way better than this?
I would love, and I think Spider-Man. I mean, not to go off on a tangent here because we're not talking about Spider-Man's the perfect character to experiment with, where he is loose enough in his backstory where you could do a lot of things with him. Or like Superman, like you can't sway too much off from who Superman is or who Batman is.
Right.
But I feel like Spider-Man, you can a little bit. You get a little more leeway with him. He's a little more of a kid. He's a little more. The audience, I feel, is a little younger for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I don't think the lore of Spider-Man is as great as Superman or Batman, some of these other characters.
Yeah.
Where if you change it a little bit, the whole world's not gonna like. Batman is purple? Batman can't be purple. Batman's black and gray. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're going to make the Little Mermaid black? The Little Mermaid ain't black. You can't do that.
She was made up by some asshole in the 12th century, but fuck that. She needs to be a white, red fucking hair, Aryan fucking princess under the water where people are people and they're white.
And I think the Spider-Man universe movies kind of set that up for this. Like, see, you can be artistic with Spider-Man and people will still go see it.
Yeah.
So fucking, I hope they go in that direction, but I don't.
You doubt it.
Yeah. I don't have high hopes.
Well, look, listen.
Because it's got to go, and then the fucking new Avengers movie is going to come out.
Yeah, in December, right?
And that's going to just
November.
Destroy us all. Going to destroy the movie business. But we're we'll do Spider-Man probably. We'll do fucking Dune, I'm sure.
Yeah. And there's a couple of movies coming up that I'll
find you guys some good movies.
There's a couple of hopeful movies that I saw trailers for that are not out of Comic-Con, but out of like trailers that I've seen on YouTube that I'll be like, hey man, that looks kind of all right. Like small little fucking, but that's the bigger problem that we have is that small fucking emotional movies don't exist in the movie theater anymore. And I think that we're turning a page on that and hopefully driving into that a little bit more. Where we can have, if you have enough big star power pushing for that, we might be able to get another fucking.
I think we're gonna have to satisfy ourselves with movies that are on Netflix and Apple TV and Hulu, like those where those type of movies are gonna end up. Yeah. Which I'm fine with.
Okay. Well, in the meantime.
From
Matt LaMattina.
That's me.
To me.
Sixto Reynoso.
To all of you out there.
Wherever you are.
Have fun. Good luck.
Have fun.
And don't die. Cue the music.
Two friends in the movie. 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 With Matt and Sixto. With Sixto and Matt. With Matt and Sixto. With Sixto and Matt. With Matt and Sixto. Matt and Sixto. Matt and Sixto. Two friends in the movie. Two friends in the movie. Two friends in the movie.